Most people have heard the fascinating fact that people who are dying usually start seeing dead relatives, dead friends, old pets who have died. But did you know, this is what I think is so fascinating, most people picture this happening like right at the last breath, like right before they die, they'll reach up their arms and say, "Mom," which that does happen too. But most of the time, visioning, which is what it's called, happens about 3 to 4 weeks before the person dies. And that's why it's so fascinating, because many people will say, "Oh, they're hopped up on drugs," or, "Oh, their oxygen level's low." "Oh, it's all the chemicals pumping through them because they're about to die." Nuh-uh. Visioning happens 3 to 4 weeks before the person dies. Most people are not on much medications. They're fully alert and oriented, and they're just as surprised as everybody else that this is happening to them. And as a hospice nurse, I know when someone starts telling me they're kind of concerned because their loved one said they saw their, dead dad last night, or the patient even says to me, "Hey, I'm a little concerned because I'm starting to hallucinate. I saw my dead parents. They came to me last night and said they're coming to get me soon." As a hospice nurse, I clock that thinking, okay, they're about to die in about 3 weeks. That to me is the fascinating part. And I can admit, I don't know why it's happening. We don't know why it happens. It could be some kind of chemical we don't know about. But there's one thing I can tell you. I can tell you it's not because their oxygen is low. Why? Because they don't have low oxygen. We've checked. It's not because they're on a bunch of meds that are making them hallucinate. How do we know that? Because they're usually not. Sometimes they are, and then maybe it's the medication, but most of the time they're not. And as a clinician, we know what ICU psychosis looks like. We know what delirium looks like. We know what terminal agitation looks like. And I can tell you that visioning is something very different, and it's only in the hospice population that I've seen it. So fun fact, visioning happens. It happens a lot, but it usually happens about 3 to 4 weeks out before they die. Not a few days, okay?